Page 22, dance. 3/4 time, key of C major again, no sharps or flats, C18. Right hand, let's look at this. Just the notes and the rhythms, all we're interested in first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Second line, first measure, look out. Lift up and come down, and the reason you can get away with that is because it's a staccato, but I'll come back to that later. Just for the change, just lift up and come down. Third measure, fourth on the first note and fifth on the second. And then the last measure, you gotta reach up one to get the E. And then the third line, the first note's with third finger, and then thumb. That's the same as what we had before. Last line, you're going to play the first note with the thumb, lift up and come down. Now reach up one to get the fifth finger on the F, and then reach up again to get the fifth finger on the G. You want to get to where you can do that without looking at the keyboard. You want to be able to feel going up or down one note at a time on this. The left hand just has these chords. Watch the fingering. You're starting out with 2-1 for the C, E. And then the next note, their fingering is fine. A G, a B, and an F. And you roll. Second line, second measure, come down. And those pretty much are the chords you need. Put the hands together. Now the left hand just has quarter note and then rest, so it's here. So make sure the left hand comes up on beat 2. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and so just the left hand is just on the first beat of the measure. It's all it's doing. Then you get that, we can go back and add then this articulation. Staccatos. This is a fun dancey type piece. I recommend a nice light hand or wrist staccato here. Bounce along, just like you're dancing on the keyboard. And this is what I'm meaning when I said earlier, like in the first measure of the second line, when you have to change from a thumb to a little finger, you can lift up and move because it's a staccato. And again, you want to get to where you can do that without looking at the keyboard. So that move without looking. The whole thing is that way. But the left hand is not staccato. You lift the left hand up on beat 2, so they're not the same. So lift the left hand up when the right hand plays on beat 2 is what I'm getting at. Again, at the beginning you go. Like so. That's a little tricky when you're doing staccato in one hand and not in the other. That can take a little bit of practice, so you go really slow and focus on that until you can get it. Don't play it staccato. If they wanted staccato, they'd have put them in. Don't. Dynamics, it starts out medium loud, that's the right hand. Keep the left hand a little under it. Doesn't have to be way under it, just a little under it. Then in the third line, you're soft here. And then the last line, you're loud. And then you come down. At the end, you come back down to a medium loud, maybe a medium soft, that's up to you. Just come down. Allegro moderato. Moderato's moderate and Allegro's on the fast side of moderate. Kind of like almost an allegretto. could be like a fun thing. It's a range. It's different for different people. To me, it is an allegretto. So it's 1, 2, 3. You're going to dance on this, like not a waltz, a dance. Well, a waltz is a dance, but a different kind of dance. Just a fun dance, just a country dance, whatever. You'll experiment with it. Get the notes and the rhythms and articulation and dynamics and all that, and then you can start speeding it up and feeling it, and then you can have some fun with it. I'd like to do a play with me slowly, not doing dynamics. I will do the articulation, but not the dynamics, just to check the rhythms and all that stuff. So I'll give us 3 counts. 1, ready, go.